Hello, 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 everybody. It is yours truly, Dr. Shamika Dean. Y'all come on in. I'm going to say quickly, but just come on in real quick. And as you're tuning in, y'all already know what to do. Comment and let me know where you are tuning in from and share the broadcast with your friends. Be nice, okay? So, again, make sure that you share and invite others to join us because I have something that I need to share with y'all today. This is going to be good. Okay. Hey, hey, Melody from Mississippi. Hey, Sharmika from Memphis. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. Real quick, if you all are new to me, welcome. I'm Dr. Shamika Dean, and I bring you the truth that may trigger you, but it's going to transform you. Um, my goal and my mission is to help you to break through the barriers of broken belief systems because belief systems become birthing systems. So your life is literally um, a manifestation of what you have been believing, and the way that I can help you to identify what you are believing is because language is a locator. Uh-oh. So I'm going to jump into this real quick. Hey, Takaya from Italy. All right, now I think I pronounced that right. If I didn't, forgive me. Charge my head and not my heart, as they would say. Hey, Rafaela is one of my clients. So glad to see you on here. She is the catalyst coach for CEO women, and she knows her stuff. You hear me? All right. So, again, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this topic. I was sitting here at my desk, getting ready to, well, I was recording some reels, and I said, you know what? Why not go ahead and go live? Why not go ahead and talk about this real quick? So that is literally why I'm here. This is not a planned live. This is an impromptu one, but the impromptu ones are often the ones that are the best. Okay. So again, I'm going to talk about this real quick, and I'm going to open it up with this statement, and I want you to type it in the comments. You were not rejected. You were released. Put that in the comments for me. You were not rejected. You were released. Because we're going to talk about it real quick, real quick. Let me see. Because for some reason, on my, hey, Kim from Mariana, Karina, uh, who else do we have? Nisha, Desiree, Lita. Yeah, so make that thing personal. I was not rejected. I was released. Put that in the comments. Make it personal. I was not rejected. I was released. I need to talk to y'all about this because y'all know again that my purpose is to help break through the barriers of broken belief systems because again, belief systems become birthing systems. And so first things first, as I was typing this, as I was creating the reel for it, I said, let me go ahead and go live because I see this so often that people get stuck in this place of stagnancy. They get in this place of stagnancy and they're stuck because they feel rejected, right? Or and so again, they feel rejected. So they find themselves stuck in that place and not really able to move beyond it, not able to move past it. And so I wanted to speak to that today. And again, I want you to type in the comments, I was not rejected, I was released. Now, here's why I say that. And this is what I want you to understand. You were released because you placed yourself in the hands of someone who did not have the capacity to hold your greatness. How many of y'all did that really sit with, that connected with you? You were released because you placed yourself into the hands of someone who did not have the capacity to hold your greatness. I'm gonna help a few of y'all. If you know, if you don't really want this kind of teaching that's gonna change your life, that's fine. But I'm gonna help the ones who want it. You placed yourself into the hands of someone. I want y'all to screenshot this while it's on the screen, pin to the bottom of the screen, and I want you guys to post it and tag me. Okay. So screenshot. Hold on. Let me put it on here. Let me put my name on there because people be stealing. Hold on. Let me put it back up there. Okay. You were released because you placed yourself into the hands of someone who didn't have the capacity to hold your greatness. All right. And so I really wanted you guys to understand this, because the longer you stay in positions, in places, and connected to people who do not know whose you are and who he's created you to be, it will stifle you and it will delay you from destiny, from fulfilling your purpose and fulfilling your destiny, right? How many of you can attest to the fact that you were in relationships, you were connected to groups and organizations and people and things that they had no idea who you were? Because to be honest, you probably didn't have any idea who you were at the time, and that's okay. And so I always tell people that you can tell a lot about how a person views themselves by who they continuously connect themselves to, right? But again, you found yourself in these connected to these people, to these places, and in these positions where these people did not see who you were, right? They may have dismissed you. They probably overlooked you. They they counted you out because they really couldn't count, because they saw the beginning, but they didn't have the ability to see the ending. And that's good. That's fine. That's okay. Because because they weren't able to see it, that's why you felt rejected. But God says, no, I was just releasing you. I was releasing you. And here's why. Because had you stayed connected, had you continued to stay in those places, in that position, and connected to those people, you would not have been able to see what was on the inside of you, because you would have been looking at yourself through their lenses. I'm going to say it again. If you had stayed connected, if he hadn't released you, you would have begun to look at yourself through their lenses and not through the eyes of God and who and how he has created you to be. I'm just talking to those who really want to listen, who really have been in this place where you are trying to figure out, why did they reject me? I'm a good person. I do good. I love hard. I support. I serve. Why did they reject me? You weren't rejected. You were released so that you can really truly be all that you were created to be. Okay. So I'm going to say it again. You weren't rejected. You were released so that you can be who you were created to be. Some of you have tried to fit yourself into circles because you believe that would give you status. You tried to and you didn't even realize that you were minimizing yourself to operate in minimal when God has called you to operate and impact the masses. But because you had deemed certain groups of people in certain circles as the status quo of success, as the standard of value, you were trying to fit yourself into a place that that God was saying, no, there is greater in you. There is greater for you to do, but you had decided that this was the best that could ever happen to you. You decided that this is how your value was going to be validated. You decided that you needed the accolades, the approvals, and the applause. You decided. But how many of you know that your decision has nothing to do with God's predetermined destiny for your life? How many of you know that that decision that you made was based on information you had at the time? But God saw something that was far greater because he predestined you, and he has something far greater. And so he's like, if I let you sit here, if I let you stay connected, you will minimize what I'm trying to maximize. So some of those relationships that he allowed you to be released from is because you never would have had the courage to walk away. You never would have had the courage to walk away. So he allowed you to be released, but you saw it as rejection because you decided that this was the best that could ever happen to you. You decided that there was nothing greater. But his predetermined, predestined plan said, no, I can't let you stay here. Because if I let you stay here, you're going to settle for what's here and not for what I have you, and not go after what I have for you over there. Man, I should give myself an offer for this one because this is good. So I want you to type in the comments again. I wasn't rejected. I was released. I was released into my next level. I was released into my greater. I was released into a new dimension. I was released into the excess. I was released to the masses while I was trying to settle in the minimum. I was released from good to greater. So I want you to say it again. I wasn't rejected. I was released. Because if you see it as rejection and you stay in that place, you'll spend so much time trying to figure out what's wrong with you. When the reality is there is nothing wrong with you. It was the decision that you made to connect to somebody and people who didn't have the capacity to withhold the greatness that's on the inside of you. I wasn't released. I want y'all to say it again. I wasn't released. I wasn't rejected. I'm sorry. I was released. I wasn't rejected. I was released. I need y'all to continue to share and invite others to join. I wasn't rejected. I was released. And you know what I love is that God doesn't allow everybody to even see what's on your life, because everyone that can see it, some of the people that would have been, that if they had seen it, if they had been able to see it, right, then they would have tried to benefit from it. They would have been so busy trying to benefit from it that they wouldn't have been able to help you to continue to birth the next level that was already within you. So I want you to say it again, because I need you to get this embedded in your hearts. I need you to get this embedded in your mind. I need you to feel this. I need you to grab it. I need you to hold on to it. I need you to understand that you were not rejected. You were released, because God loves and cares about you too much to leave you in a place where people will trample all over this greatness that He has created within you. Now, this next statement I'm about to give you all, I want you to, this I wrote back in 2012 when my husband and I were going through a divorce, and I was in a very, very low place, that I began to feel the pain of the feeling of rejection. And I began to question my worth, my identity, my value, all of those things, because everything that I had known up until that point was attached to my marriage. And I had began to idolize my marriage. I found my identity in my husband and all of those things. And so this quote right here: your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. I need y'all to, hold on, let me put this back up here so that you can screenshot and share it. Your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Do y'all hear me? Your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Because all that you are, everything that you've been created to do, is within you. And then when it's within you, no one can take it away from you. The longer you put yourself into the wrong hands, you won't be able to see your worth. And this is when you begin to settle. And this is when you begin to sacrifice yourself. This is when you begin to become who people wanted you to be, do what they wanted you to do, say what they wanted you to say. Because you're afraid that if you do not align with what they feel or say is acceptable, then you will be rejected. But I want y'all to screenshot this again. Your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. And make it personal. My value. Make it personal. My value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Inability to see my worth. Make it personal today. Yes, Nakia says people pleaser. Absolutely. You'll become a people pleaser. You'll begin to overcompensate. You'll begin to over deliver. All of those things because you are trying so hard not to feel rejected. Yes, make that thing personal. My value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see my worth. And I see that I put decreased, but it should be decrease. I'm going to put it back up there. All right. So I just wanted to drop this on y'all. It's been 17 good minutes. If you're just tuning in, make sure that you go back and watch the full replay, and also make sure that you share and invite others to watch this replay and let them know that it is life transforming, so that they will see why they need to watch this broadcast. All right. Last but not least, I released and opened up the wait list for my book, Market Like a Mogul. I released that for you to join the wait list on yesterday. So I'm going to put the comments down here put it in the chat box, because if you get on the wait list, you get a different pre-sale price. You get different perks and opportunities that those, once it goes public, they will not be able to get that same rate. So I'm putting the link in the comment section, so that you can jump on that wait list and be the first to get access. Okay. All right. So I put the link in the comment section. So check. I love y'all immensely and intensely. I'm about to jump off of here. And that's it. Wrap up my day. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.